There's a very good reason I've pulled myself out of my sick bed to record this video, and that is because I have the beta version of the Luminar Neo Big Fall update. And I'm really excited to show you how these new tools are actually working. Let's get into it. I showed you photo restoration in a previous video, but finally we get to actually try this for ourselves. So for example, you may have a scanned photo like this with a lot of creases, rips, and black and white, a lot of defects going on. So what can we do with that? Well, from the catalog view, we're now able to drag the photo over the restoration tool. You can see it's dropped in there and we have three options: scratches, color, and full. We've got a super simple interface, and that's really great because it's the AI that's taking control of all of the heavy lifting of this restoration for us. Let me show you each option. First of all, let's go for scratches. I'm going to click restore. The AI is going to do its thing, and now that photograph is dropped into the photo restoration folder. And as you can see, it's done a really great job of cleaning this photograph up, and we're still in our original black and white format. Let's jump back to the sample images. And let's drag and drop that to run this again, but this time instead of scratches, we're going to choose the color option and hit restore. And now we have a color version, but the scratches and tears of the original have not been touched. So if we wanted to do a full restoration on this, what we would do is just drag it in, click the full option and hit restore. And now we have a full color version, which has also been fully restored with all the dust, scratches and tears are taken care of. Now you may have noticed something. The color version that I created here is not the same as the colors that were in the previous version. So why would that be? What's going on? Well, there's a subtle nuance with this tool, and that is each time you run it, the AI is interpreting it slightly differently, and so you get different results. Let me show you what I mean on a different example. If we jump back into the catalog and the photo restoration folder where all of the renders have been spat out, you'll see that I've had a little play around with some other sample images, and each time I've had a slightly different result. So for example, the colorization in this particular photo, as I flick through different rendered versions, you'll see that the color is actually changing. And I really like that because if you create a version that you don't really like, so for example, this one you weren't particularly happy with, you can rerun the tool and you get a slightly different response. And I much prefer this version to this one. Another really cool thing with this tool is that if you create a black and white version that you're not really happy with and you feel like you want to put a bit more life into it, well, you can do what I did with this version here, which was actually work on the color version. If I hide this layer, you can see that this is the color version that Luminar Neo created for me. And then I did a manual black and white conversion to create this version here. And of course, if you don't want the borders of the original scan, you can come in with your crop tool and recrop the photo to get rid of that. The next tool we'll cover that's brand new in this update is called Light Depth. Now, I introduced you to this tool a couple of videos ago under the name Volume. That was its working title. It has since changed, and I'm glad that it has because it makes so much more sense now I've had a chance to play around with it. It's a really exceptional tool. I think you'll be impressed with it. Let me show you. So we had previously seen the results of this tool without seeing how it was achieving them. So this is really exciting. If we go to the creative section in the edits, we're going to come to the light depth, and this is where we're able to grab the amount slider, and Neo's going to do some calculations. And as I crank this amount up, well, we're not really going to see too much yet. This is my before and my after. What's happened is Neo's put a slither of light across the foreground, but watch this. If I grab this slider, I can actually manipulate where in the scene this light appears. So if we wanted to take advantage of the fact that the sun is popping over the hill at the back here, what we can do is push the light into that area and then grabbing these handles, which allow us to tighten or widen the amount of fall off from that light, we can really emphasize this hillside over here. What's more is we can control the color temperature of that light, so we can warm up that lovely morning sunlight. We have a softness slider, which lets us sort of transition, almost like feathering that effect off closer towards the camera and further away. And then we also have these sliders which allow us to control the brightness near, the color temperature there, and the brightness far as well. So if we wanted to brighten the sky up or darken it down, we can do that all with this single tool. In my opinion, the light depth tool is very much like what the Relight AI tool should have been, but never could compete with this. This is like Relight AI on steroids. It's insane. So we can really appreciate the complexity of the depth map that's created for us. Let's take a trip to one of the sets of Hobbiton, and we're going to open up the light depth tool. And as I crank the amount slider up and Luminar does its calculations, take note as I grab the handle here and move it through three-dimensional space, just how accurately Luminar has worked out what is closer to the camera and what is further away. This is not an easy scene to interpret with chairs, tables, all sorts of architecture going on. The fact that we can actually control the light in this way is really awesome. So again, we could come in and play around with the brightness near and darken that down if we wanted to remove attention from that little alcove in the background, we have the ability to do that. So now with this one tool, we can transform the lighting from this and turn it into this if that's what we wanted to do. So we really have a lot of power with this tool. Now, in conjunction with the embargo being lifted on being able to share information about these new tools, Skylum have coincided their biggest sale of the year. They've launched a Black Friday sale, and it's going to benefit whether you're an existing user or new user, and I'm going to cover all of the pricing options available to you shortly. But first, let me tell you about two other exciting features that are going to be coming along with this new upgrade. The first being the AI assistant, which unfortunately wasn't ready for the beta, and we're going to see that just drip fed into Luminar Neo just slightly later. But as the name suggests, it's going to be an AI-driven assistant, which is going to help you make decisions on editing your photos. It's not going to do it for you, of course, it's just going to make suggestions, and by clicking a button, you're going to be able to apply those suggestions, see if you like the look of them, that sort of thing. But when I know more and have access to it, of course, I will share that as well. But the thing I do have access to is the Luminar Neo ecosystem. Now, I've been having a little play around with this on my phone, and so far I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm not huge on taking photos on my phone and editing them here, but what it has allowed me to do is take the photos that I'm getting on my phone, do a very quick edit, and then synchronizing the edit that I have on my phone with Luminar Neo. So for example, I have this photo here, I've made some adjustments, enhance AI, things like that. The great thing is now this is synchronized over to Luminar Neo. So if I jump into the catalog, you may have noticed that we have this folder here called Space Imports. And I took a couple of photos of my pets, I had some photos of landscapes on my phone, and I literally just synchronized those with a couple of adjustments straight over to Luminar Neo. And now, even though I've not touched them inside Luminar Neo, if I jump into the edit section and we come to the edits, you can see that these are the edits that I've applied whilst I was on my phone. So that's an awesome way that if you're out and about and you get a quick shot on your phone that you want to quickly share with somebody else, you're able to do that very quick edit, and then you can continue with that edit inside Luminar Neo once you're back in front of your computer. And we also have the ability to select these photos, we can right click and we can actually publish these photos to our own space. We just choose new space, we give it a title, and then we can publish that online. And we're going to receive a link that we're able to share with people via Facebook, Twitter. We can copy the link and email it to them. It's a really nice flexible way to quickly share your work. Right, the Black Friday sale is the biggest discount that Skylum offer throughout the year, and they've got options to cater for everybody. So whether you're a new user, existing user, or a legacy customer, i.e. used to have Luminar 4, Aurora, anything like that, they have an offer to cater for you. In true Skylum fashion, it's not straightforward, but I think I've got my head around it now, so if I have, you can too. Firstly, if you're a lifetime license owner of Luminar Neo and you purchased that after June the 1st, 2025, you will receive this upgrade for free. So if you've invested in the cross-device perpetual or max perpetual licenses for Luminar Neo, you're going to receive all of those Luminar Neo upgrades, including the ecosystem. So that online gallery, the mobile app, the mobile to desktop editing system, you're going to have access to all of that. If you have the desktop perpetual license only, you will still receive the Luminar Neo upgrades, but obviously not the ecosystem components. So if you're a brand new customer, you have 3 different options. Let me break them down for you. In any case, you're going to save up to 77% off any of these collections. If you're somebody who just likes to edit on your desktop or laptop, then it's the desktop perpetual license that you want to go for. That's going to give you access to everything inside Luminar Neo, plus the generative tools for a whole year. And of course, that includes the new tools inside Luminar Neo as well. The cross-device perpetual license, that is the same thing, and in addition, you also get access to Luminar Mobile, the cross-device editing workflow that takes you from the mobile to the desktop and back again. And to be honest, that is everything you're going to need. But if you're somebody who would also like access to a creative library of digital assets that you can add into your photos, things like that, then it's the max perpetual option you'd want to go for. If you're an existing Luminar Neo owner who wants to get hold of this upgrade, or you have an older version of Luminar Neo that you just want to update as well and bring it up to date, then now is a really good time to do it. Let's go through your options. So you have the ability to upgrade to this latest version via a pass. You can either choose the ecosystem pass, which is also going to give you access to Luminar Mobile for life, the ecosystem to allow cross-device editing from your mobile onto your desktop, and also the spaces option, which is a way for you to publish a web gallery, a portfolio online. So if you're interested in those things, then the ecosystem pass is the way to go, and it's very reasonable at just $69 or €69. If you want to bring Luminar Neo up to date with all the latest pro tools, including auto adjust, color transfer, color masking, plus everything that's included in the full upgrade, like photo restoration, the AI assistant and light depth, yada, 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 all that stuff, except for the mobile and cross-device editing that I just spoke about, then the option you'd want to go for is the slightly cheaper upgrade pass. For just $49, you can get all of that except for Luminar Mobile and the ecosystem. So if you've been feeling like you miss out on some of the latest tools that I showcase in my editing workflow and you want to just get yourself up to date, it actually seems like a really good deal and a good opportunity to do that. Right, last but not least, what if you're a legacy customer, as in you owned Luminar AI, Luminar 4, any previous Skylum product, and you would like to now move into Luminar Neo? Well, it's a great time to do it. They've got you covered. Let's go over your options. As you can see, you get up to a massive 82% off either the cross-device perpetual license or a max perpetual license. With both of these options, you get in the most up-to-date version of Luminar Neo plus this latest upgrade. You get the Luminar mobile app plus the cross-device editing between that and your desktop. The only difference is whether or not you want access to their creative library or not. So I managed to just about hold myself together for what has been a brief overview of the new tools and features inside this excellent looking upgrade. But when I'm feeling a bit better, I'm going to break down each individually with its own dedicated video. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, love to have you along. Hit that subscribe button and I will see you when I'm feeling a little better. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.